Welcome to Ridgecrest Talk. I'm Tonia Pyle, your host, and as you can see, I'm seated at a card table with my guests, Charlene Stevens, Donna Mcleod, and Tony Miller. And these folks are from the Sierra, what's the name of the...
It's TGIF, Duplicate Bridge Club, and we meet on Mondays and Fridays at 12:30 at the San Diego Ridgecrest Estates, 801 West Ward.
San Diego Ridgecrest Estates.
Correct.
At
801
West Ward. Okay, so they've been so kind to help me try and learn the game bridge, and so I kind of find it fascinating because, as I've mentioned before, I remember my parents playing bridge, and the kids used to always stand back, and we used to get a kick out of hearing them laugh and get into the game and have a good time. So, well, now we started the last time, and Donna, you were telling me there are two different kinds of bridge. The one I remember, which we started last month, or actually it's been a couple months since we've done this, but it was party bridge. So we're going to pick up on party bridge, but what's the other bridge?
Duplicate.
Duplicate bridge. All right. And so you said you were a sapphire in duplicate
Yes,
bridge?
a sapphire.
And what was your...
That's what I am too.
You're a sapphire also.
They just added the sapphire
Designation?
Designation.
Okay. So you've been honored with this designation. How about you, Charlene?
I am not yet.
You haven't gotten into that
That's right.
level of
Yeah,
competition.
but you're a life master.
No, I'm not a life
Oh, you
master.
got-
I need 11 more gold points.
That's the goal for our year,
Oh,
to
okay.
get her to be a life master.
So you teach this at the San Diego home park in Ridgecrest,
Yeah.
and you invite people from the community, and I've seen that in the paper. So right now we're gonna get started with a game of party bridge. We're gonna pick up where we left off, and you told me that there are 13 cards.
13 cards.
And you try to get your suits all together. And so from there, for party bridge, what would be our next objective?
The main thing you do after you get your hand is count your points.
Okay.
And there are certain guidelines for opening the bidding, for
Okay.
overcalling the person that's opened the bidding. All of those things have their own rules.
Okay.
And so,
Opening the bidding has its own rule, and what else?
and overcalling.
Overcalling.
If I, for instance, look at my hand and I have an opening hand, and Charlene looks at her hand, and it's a conversation you have with your partner.
Okay. And you and I are partners, by
Yes.
the way. We sit across from each other. Charlene and Tony are partners. They sit, so I can't let Tony see my hand.
Never.
Never, ever. So we have to get our eye signals down.
Oh,
No.
Oh, no, none of that.
No, the only thing that's legal is to say the bids.
Okay.
One club, one diamond, etc.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can say, okay,
And it takes 13 high card points.
okay,
And the way we get our high card points is we give 4 points to an ace, 3 points to a king, 2 points to a queen, and 1 point to the jacks. And if you get a combination,
and the suits also, do they have points?
No.
no.
No, just the high
It would
cards.
be, yeah, there are 4 aces in the deck.
Right,
There are 52 cards to begin with. And
so we're playing with one deck only.
one deck only.
All right.
And our average, because there are 4 of us, is 10.
Okay,
So if we were dealt only 10s every time there is a deal, none of us would play. The reason we play is because every hand, and there are 40 billion combinations of hands,
is that right?
and so we get a variety of long suits, short suits, opening hands, terrible hands. But the reason we
Wonderful
play,
hands.
yes, and wonderful hands. The reason
These
we
are terms
play,
are these technical terms?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
our goal is to beat them.
Yes.
So when you and I are playing, you and I are going to be speaking a language,
Okay.
and they do that too. So
Okay.
every time they open their mouths or I tell you something, when you get all of the paperwork out of the way, the basics, you're going to know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I open the bidding, 1 club. Charlene can bid a diamond, you can bid a heart, and Tony can bid a spade. That's the way it goes. Spades are
Right.
highest.
Why would I bid a heart?
Only if you have hearts.
You know,
If I have
it's-
hearts, I'm going to bid.
It's something you're looking at. So if I open 1 club,
That
for
means you've
instance,
got clubs in your hand?
I've got clubs, but mainly I have at least 13 high card points. So say you have 13 high card points. You're going to get us to game because you know that we have enough for game. It takes 25, 26 if we're in a major suit, which is hearts and spades. This is a lot of information that we're passing back and forth. But for you, because you've already had a beginning, it'll be exciting for you because it's a language that you and your partner say to each other, and you try to get to the right level and in the right suit.
So do we want to have the same suit, you and I, with
Yes.
our
You
cards?
prefer,
We want to have
yeah,
the
if you
same
have the same
suit.
suit, that's called a fit. And
That's preferable.
You're trying to find fits. and
It's a
you're-
good fit.
It's
Yeah.
a good fit.
Okay, it's a good fit. So we're looking for a good fit, and we're going to have a different, like I might have the face cards, you might have, or you might have the face cards, I might have the number cards. And in about a minute here before we go to our break, we're going to bid to get rid of the other cards we don't want in our hand. But do our cards need to,
No, you're
add
not
up to
getting rid of them.
13?
You're still
You're
gonna
gonna
have
hold
the
them.
cards
oh,
in your
we're going to
hand.
hold them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't get rid of any cards.
Oh, okay.
But one thing you might mention that there are what they call bidding systems around the world.
Can you tell me about that in 30
Okay,
seconds?
yes, I can. Originally, Charles Gorin came up with a system where they opened 4-card majors. 4 cards in a major suit, and you could open that major. Currently, we use 5-card majors in almost all bidding in the United States. But some parts of the world still use 4-card majors. And these are evolution of bidding to try to be more precise in your bidding with what the bids mean.
Okay, well, that's a good place to leave it. We're going to take a brief break and come back, and we'll get started with a hand. And I wish me luck, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going
You'll
to go
have
for
fun.
me.
You will have fun.
Okay. Welcome back to Ridgecrest Talk with our bridge experts and Sapphire designated players, Tony, Donna, and Charlene. I'm your host, Tonia, and they've been trying to bring me along in this game, but I'm probably better off at, have any of you ever played the stupid game?
The stupid game?
Yeah.
No.
I just played that Sunday evening. It was a first for me, and I
Have
did
fun?
quite well at it, actually. So I don't know about bridge, but anyway, I'll do my best, partner, over
Okay,
there.
that's all we
my
ask.
Sapphire partner. So you were talking about certain things like book and having a fit, and what was another thing we talked about other than game?
Yes.
Okay, so can we review here, or how,
Sure.
how should we get started? Are you ready to bid?
I am ready to bid.
Okay.
But I can answer any question you have.
Okay, so let's go over what is a bid and what are some of the objectives here as we play our first
Sure.
hand.
It takes 13 high card points
Okay, to be
Ace.
able to make a bid?
to be able to open the bidding.
Okay.
And because I dealt, I'm first. So
okay.
I look at my hand
Uh-huh.
and I count aces for 4, kings for 3, queens for 2, and jacks for 1.
All right.
And if I have a combination of 13 high card points by adding those ace, king, queen, jacks together, I can open the bidding.
Okay.
Your
13 or
ju-
more.
Yes, I have to have 13 or more.
And these high cards are the same as what some people might call the face cards.
Yes,
The queen,
they are
ace,
face cards.
King, queen,
Yes.
jack. Okay,
Spades has 4 aces, 4 kings, 4 queens, and 4 jacks.
right.
Hearts, the next one, has the same. 4 aces, 4 kings, 4 aces, 4 kings, 4 queens, and 4 jacks. What?
Well, you're saying there's 4 aces of spades, 4 aces of hearts, and no. There's an ace, king,
I
queen,
understand.
and jack of each
Okay.
suit.
Yes, ace, king, yes.
There's 4 aces, 4 kings, 4
4
queens, and 4
4
jacks, each of one
Of
of
the
each
suits.
suit.
Yes.
I'm with you.
That's
And,
clear.
and also,
yes.
as the
Thank
bidding
you,
goes
Tony.
on, there is an sequence in the bidding. The club's the lowest ranking suit, diamonds is next, hearts is third, spades is fourth.
Okay, when you say they're lowered, but they don't have points. Just
No, you're-
just the face itself has
Yeah. So if she says, for example, she says 1 club, and Charlene has a good 5-card suit that she wants to come in with, she can go ahead and do that. In another suit that's higher at the 1 level, if Donna opens 1 diamond, for example, instead of 1 club, because she has diamonds instead of clubs, she has to go to the 2 level if she wants to bid clubs, because clubs is a lower ranking suit than diamonds. So you go up the levels, and how high you go depends on how many points you have.
Okay, which suit is the lowest level?
Clubs,
Clubs and then
diamonds,
diamonds,
hearts, and
Hearts.
spades.
and spades is the top suit.
Yes.
But no points, it's just the top suit.
Yeah,
The most
yeah.
coveted.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so you would
Very
want.
much so, actually.
Okay, all right, so you've bid
1 club.
1 club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that tells me something, that my partner here, Donna, has clubs in her hand.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And what else?
And an opening hand.
And 13 points.
Mhm.
13 points of
card.
high cards.
Yes.
So I
Good.
know those 2 things about
Yes, you do.
All right, Charlene.
I'm going to bid 1 heart.
She's going to bid 1 heart. So you've got hearts in your hand.
Mhm.
And I don't know anything else about you.
Right.
Okay, so as for me, I know that my partner has clubs, but I don't know how we try to fit our hands together here.
Well, if you have 4 or more clubs, you might want to bid some clubs. You may have hearts well stopped and be able to bid no trump or something like that. Or if you have a 4-card,
Now you said no trump, so does that mean that clubs is trump because
no,
that's what you bid?
no. If you bid something called no trump, that means there is no trump suit. If you lead a card, the highest card in that suit takes the trick. That's what no trump is.
Okay, let's review for me what is a trick.
Well, a trick, if you played hearts or spades or some other types of rummy, a trick is somebody leads a card and everybody follows to it.
Okay, I'm going to, what am I going to do, lay a card down?
No,
'Cause I can't
no.
bid.
We're still bidding.
We're still
You-
bidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. you're
Okay,
so
well,
good.
I'll bid,
Now, if you have less than 6 points, you shouldn't bid.
really? Well, then that means you bid. So
Yeah,
that
but you
means you
can have
have
it-
13 high card points.
Or close
Not
to it.
necessarily.
Not necessarily, but you do have,
A
Heart.
5-card suit.
okay. All right, so I'm going to pass.
Okay.
I
I'm
hope
going,
the TV can see my hand.
I'm going to bid 2 diamonds.
Maybe they will agree that I did the right thing.
I will bid 2 spades.
Really? You bid 2 diamonds. You bid 2 diamonds. So you've got high cards in your hand.
Mhm.
And now you're bidding spades. Well, this is a scandal.
Watch those cards, though. He's got a long neck.
Oh, I think you're right. I'll have to watch
I'll
out
have
for
to put my
that.
glasses on. to look
Okay. Okay, Donna, we've got about 1 minute. What
Okay.
should we do here in our last 1
Well,
minute
Well,
It's her
of our
bid now.
hand?
She said 2 spades. I'm going to say 3 clubs.
3 clubs. That doesn't mean your points. That means you've got 3 clubs?
I probably got about an opening hand. See, you passed, and so I can count the points. She's got the points. My partner's even bidding. And
You don't have much.
And
You don't have much.
I don't have much, so
I-
I'm going to pass again.
I think it would be good
I've
to
got
put,
30 seconds left. What would
to
be
put the
good?
hands on the table.
Okay.
So that
I
you
love
can
that
get a
idea.
feel
Oh,
for what.
thank you.
Oh, that's
goody.
okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Here we go.
Here's my hand, and here's the way you do that. Just put spades first, then
We've
hearts.
got 10 seconds. I've got all my suits together. I had 1 club, 1 spade, and the rest hearts and diamonds.
Okay, so
I like that. Hearts and diamonds.
hearts and
No
diamonds.
face,
You
no
have-
face cards. We're going to come right back and talk about this. Thank you. Welcome back to Ridgecrest Talk with my attempt at learning how to play bridge with Tony Miller, Donna Mcleod, and Charlene Stevens. And I'm so glad you haven't given up on trying to teach me this.
Never.
We've laid our hands down on the table because this way we're going to just do a learning, an education moment here. What can you tell me about? I think I had a pretty good hand, right?
You
with-
have a very good defensive hand.
Oh, okay.
If they're in hearts.
Okay.
So,
Because she had bid a heart, so I was secretly happy because I
Yes.
have all these hearts.
you
So
were
she and I
lying in
really have
wait.
more of a fit. And
Absolutely.
you
We
and
do.
I really do not because I only had 1 club and that's how you opened the bid. So
Right.
how could you and I, because you said we hadn't gotten, how long are we going to continue bidding this?
Well, over her 3 clubs, from my hand, and since I heard the spade bid over here, I should pass 3 clubs because I know it's a misfit. And misfits, you want to get out of the bidding as fast as you can. So I'm going to pass 3.
You mean you're a misfit to your partner?
And absolutely.
Okay.
She
right.
does. She doesn't have this suit. I don't think she has anything in this suit.
Because
and
she
I do
bid a
have 3
heart.
clubs for her.
Okay. So
And I knew he didn't have any hearts because he didn't support me.
because
So
you
I-
bid what?
I bid 2 diamonds.
You bid diamonds.
Because
Oh,
I have
because
good
you've
diamonds.
got
I
a
want her
good-
to lead it if she's on
Okay,
me.
and you are not a great fit for this. So, where are we going to
That's-
open up next? Next time we get together with this hand, will be our
Do you want to
objective?
duplicate this hand and
We'll
defend
start-
against it?
Yeah, we'll start with this next time and see where we go with our
Okay.
hand. And so
That's very good. It'll be fun to do that.
yeah. So now, when we, you were telling me then, Tony, then
Well, they have, I was mentioning that they have programs for schools in Bridge. And they have a national scholarship that they offer for King and Queen of Bridge in the high schools. And some kids start pretty early.
you said some kids start this game as early as 7.
There have been people I've
Maybe
played
6 or
against
7.
that are that young. That have
And
played.
then all the way
Usually
up.
with their
Kids of
parents.
all ages.
Yeah. One of my favorite partners is my daughter.
Uh-huh.
And we've won 1 national championship. So it's a good partnership. And
So otherwise, you have your teaching days that you do at the San Diego Estates,
Ridgecrest Estate.
Ridgecrest Estate, and this Monday and Friday.
Monday and Friday are our duplicate games, and we invite anybody to come and observe.
Okay.
and
Okay.
Donna's been teaching before the game on, what, Mondays?
Mondays, yes.
She's been
11:30.
giving lessons. about 11:30 on Mondays.
Okay.
Now, one other thing is that they have competition in colleges. At the college level, there is a national competition that's was fortunate when I was in college to be able to get to the national finals one time.
Well,
So-
I'm still intrigued that you said they had considered making this an Olympic
Well,
event. I'm hard pressed to consider this a sport, although it's a game.
There
but
is skill, a lot of skill involved at the higher levels,
I see.
because it takes a lot of thinking.
But it's
This
a
is-
different kind of a skill than a sport. I mean, I can remember when they
Yes,
were
yes.
trying to get water ballet into the Olympics, and they finally succeeded.
they've got it.
Oh, and they also tried to get ballroom dancing, and that I can see as a sport because it takes a certain athletic
Mm-hmm.
capability to do a lot of steps, or certainly water ballet takes a lot of athletic ability
Mm-hmm.
in swimming. But I'm hard pressed to grasp the athletic ability here.
Well-
liken it to chess. Chess is a mind
Is that an
game.
Olympic game?
No, not
It probably-
currently.
I do
could
liken
fit
it
very
to
w-
I do
very well
liken it
into
to
that.
chess, but I don't liken it to an Olympic athletic.
Well, that's because you want to pump iron and hit the ball and run after soccer balls or something.
For the Olympics, maybe they should have more of a cart, because it takes more of a clever type of a different type of aptitude, I think, than an athletic aptitude, which is what I associate with the Olympics. But what do I know? If they
Well,
want to get it
I
into the
just mentioned that they have world championship events in
and that's
bridge
yes,
and
globally.
globally.
We've talked about
and
that.
and we have the American Contract Bridge League has 4 national championships a year that they have different events at. Well, they name them differently. They have essentially the name events. You got pairs events and team events.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the international events are team events where you're representing your country, and you're going against teams from other countries.
Okay. So it's got a lot of standing throughout the
Yeah.
world, and you could really go different places and get involved with either the contract bridge or just maybe find people who played the party bridge.
Yeah, we have party bridge groups in town. People that have gotten together for years. You're talking about party bridge. Wacom has a party bridge group that
Okay.
has been playing for as long as I've been here, and that's for over 40 years.
Okay, well, let's just, with our party bridge hand here that we have on the table, we've got about a minute left. Where are we going to go with this when we come back next time with this hand?
Tony said he was going to pass her 3-club bid.
Okay,
So I have down, when we get together again, that you and I are going to be defending against 3 clubs.
mm-hmm.
And see how they do. If we set them, great. If they make it, no harm done.
Okay, so now, but what does that mean? Like what would be your next move? Because he made a move, and so what's your next?
It's going to go 3 clubs, pass, pass, pass. And when there are 3 passes, that
That's-
ends for that level, and
So
that's
we're
where
not
we
in
play.
game, we're in a part score, although we have enough points, or close to
A
enough
part
points.
score.
A part score. We're at
Okay,
the 3 level.
Yeah.
we're at the 3 level, and
Yeah.
a part score.
And there are levels to bridge,
Okay.
because you have to get to 4.
Okay, so in our
majors.
last few 10 seconds, we'll come back and we'll talk about some of these different levels when we start with the next
Good, great.
bridge. Thank you so much
Be
for
fun.
joining us today.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.